Hi, this is Darnell from Porsche of Ocala. Just wanted to take a moment to show you the 718 Porsche Cayman. This particular one is white with a black interior. In 2017, the Cayman was changed, was rebranded as a 718, and with rebranding it came some significant changes to it. The body has been changed. The overall shape looks the same, but they've sharpened up the body lines, made it appear wider, added a new engine, changed how the transmission operates, added a new radio. So as we go around the vehicle, I'll show you some of these changes that have been made. So the grille has been changed. Again, made with sharper lines, that way the car appears wider, seems a little bit more pronounced. You have a new headlight design. So now this vehicle has the 4-point LED daytime running lights with a xenon headlight. This is the PDLS, because this vehicle is equipped with the Premium Package Plus. As a standard, you now get 4 parking sensors on the front bumper, 4 on the rear, and a backup camera. This vehicle has the standard 18-inch Cayman wheels. On the side here, you'll notice that the air intake's a little bit larger than the previous generation, and that's to help with the airflow for the new engine. Speaking of the new engine, it's powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It is still a boxer engine, produces 300 horsepower, 286 pound-foot of torque that you receive at 1950 RPM. As you'll hear, it's a pretty aggressive sounding 4-cylinder. Porsche wanted to make sure this car didn't sound like your typical 4-cylinder when they replaced the 6-cylinder. You have a new design with the tail lights. So the tail lights almost look like they're popping out. Porsche's going with more of a kind of 3D effect. You have 4-point brake lights. Still has the active aerodynamics, so the spoiler will come up on its own and retract on its own while driving, just to improve downforce on the back end. This vehicle does have the Porsche entry and drive, so with that you get sensors on the inside of the handle, and then you can see there's a notch there in the door handle. That's going to allow you to lock and unlock the car without actually using the key. With the entry and drive, you get this mount key that stays in the ignition. The vehicle is equipped with the 14-way seats and the memory package. So you got memory seats on the driver's side. The steering wheel was redesigned. This design was taken from the 918 Spider. The instrument cluster is very similar to the previous generation. Obviously you have a boost gauge here, so that's a little different on the TFT. And I'll go back to that in a second. You do have the PCM with navigation. The PCM with the touchscreen is standard. The navigation is the upgrade. They changed this radio in 2017, so now it has a proximity sensor. So when your hand gets close to the screen, the necessary options for the screen that you're on will pop up. You do have your quick access keys below that, so you'll be able to cycle through the different menus very easily. With this having the Premium Package Plus, you have the heated and ventilated seats on the driver and passenger side. This vehicle also has a Bose surround sound system. With that, auto dimming mirrors, the entry and drive that I mentioned, the PDLS, the 14-way seats with the memory package. And this, as an additional option, this vehicle does have Porsche's lane change assist, which is going to be here inside the inside of the door panel. So you see those 3 notches there. So what this is when someone's in your blind spot, this is actually going to light up just like this. Okay, so it's right in your peripheral, which is really good. It's a really smart design to put it on the inside of the car. Most manufacturers will put it on the outside of the mirrors, while this is on the inside. This car puts its power down using the PDK transmission. It's a 7-speed double clutch. If you wanted, there is a manual option available for a 6-speed. You have your standard sport mode, which is going to increase the throttle response as well as change the shift point. You have your PSM, which is your Porsche stability management. This button here will activate your spoiler if you wanted to just keep it up. And then you have your automatic start and stop. The automatic start and stop will shut down the engine to save on fuel. As long as this light's on, that system is deactivated. There's 2 ways to do it. You can hit the button, or you can put in the car in sport mode and it'll deactivate it then. The TFT is very important because it shows tons of information on here. So here's your main menu. You can customize what's on here. You don't have to have these 4 items. You can go down to your radio station. You have your map here, as well as on the PCM, your navigation screen, so you can see your previous destination and your turn-by-turn directions, your trip computer, tire pressure, and then back around to the vehicle menu, where from there you'll be able to check your oil as well as access your settings. So Porsche's made it very simple to operate, so you can keep your hand on the steering wheel and still be able to cycle through the system. Now the Cayman is extremely practical. You do have 2 luggage compartments, considering it is a mid-engine design. So a luggage compartment in the rear. That's good space. Right here you're going to be able to access your oil and then your coolant on the other side. You do also get 2 compartments there where you'll be able to store small items, and then you have a privacy shade here, so if you had anything in the luggage compartment, it wouldn't be seen. Now going up front, you have a luggage compartment here, and it's a pretty deep luggage compartment. Safety release. You have necessary equipment if you've got a flat. And there's some tools underneath, and this will also give you access to your windshield washer fluid as well as your brake fluid. I'm just going to take a step back and take one more good look at the Cayman. Hopefully this video was informative for you, and once again, this is Darnell. I look forward to speaking to you. Thanks.